Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about antineoplastic agents. Antineoplastic agents are the medications used to treat cancer, and these are also known as anticancer, chemotherapeutic or cytotoxic drugs. So before going to the anticancer agents, let's first discuss about cancer. Cancer is a term used for diseases in which abnormal cells divide without control and are able to invade other tissues. Cancer cells can spread to other parts of the body through the blood and the lymph system, and this process is known as metastasis. So we can define cancer by 5 P's. That is, cancer is a disease of cell characterized by progressive, persistent, perverted, that is abnormal, purposeless, and proliferation, that is uncontrolled growth of tissues. The initial stage of cancer is called as tumors, and tumors are of two kinds. The first is the benign tumors, and the benign tumors are the non-cancerous and not an immediate threat to the life, even though the treatment eventually may be required for health. The second type of tumor is malignant tumor, and it tending to worsen and cause death. It is invasive and metastasis. Metastasis we have already discussed, that cancer cell can spread to the other parts of the body through the blood and the lymph system, and this is known as metastasis. So malignant tumors are more dangerous in nature. If we talk about the type of cancer, then it may be carcinoma, sarcoma, leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, etc. So coming to the cell cycle. If we want to define cell cycle, then it is a sequential event of DNA duplication, cellular constituent duplication, and eventually division into two daughter cells. The cell cycle is divided into various phases, in which there are two important phases, that is the synthetic phase, the S phase, and the mitotic phase, that is the M phase. The synthetic phase, S phase, is a phase in which there is a DNA synthesis takes place, and the M phase is the mitotic phase, in which the mitotic cell division takes place. Before a cell undergoes mitosis, that is the phase of prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, it undergoes a period of growth and rest, and this period is called as interphase. In interphase, the genetic material of the cell increases, and the interphase is divided into G1, S phase, G2 phase, and the G0 phase. The S phase, that is a synthetic phase, we have already discussed. What is G1 phase? The G1 phase is the pre-synthetic phase, in which the synthesis of enzymes and other cellular components needed for the DNA synthesis will take place. The G2 phase is also known as pre-mitotic phase, and in this, synthesis of cellular components for mitosis like proteins and RNA synthesis will take place. The G0 phase is the resting phase, and in this the cells stop dividing temporarily or permanently. So this is a short introduction of cell cycle. But why we are studying cell cycle? Because there are various cell cycle specific drugs which are used in the treatment of cancer or used as anti-cancer agents. For example, antimetabolites, antibiotics, taxanes, epiphylotoxins, and vinca alkaloids. If we talk about examples, then in antimetabolites there are methotrexates and 6-mercaptopurine. In antibiotics there is bleomycin. In taxanes there is paclitaxel. In epiphylotoxins there is etoposide and tinoposides. In vinca alkaloids there is vinblastine and vincristine. All of these drugs can act on different phases of the cell cycle to stop the unwanted growth of the cell, which may result in cancer. Now coming to the classification. We can classify the antineoplastic agents first based on the site of action and the second based on the chemical classification. So first, that is based on the site of action, and based on the site of action we can classify the drugs in three parts, that is the phase specific agent, the phase non-specific agent, and the third type in which drugs are specifically effective against proliferating cells. So the first is the phase specific agent, and these are the drugs act as a particular phase of the cell cycle, as we have already discussed, and are more effective in proliferating cells. For example, in G1 phase, the vincristine is the drug which acts in the G1 phase. The methotrexate, cytarabine, 6-thioguanine, 6-mercaptopurine, 5-fluorouracil, daunorubicin and doxorubicin all will act in the S phase of the cell cycle. Daunorubicin and bleomycin will act on the G2 phase of the cell cycle. The vincristine, vinblastine and paclitaxel etc. will act in the M phase of the cell cycle. So all these drugs are the phase specific agents. The next is the phase non-specific agents, and the example are the nitrogen mustards like cyclophosphamide, chlorambucil, carmastine, dacarbazine, busulfan, asparaginase, cisplatin, procarbazine and actinomycin T. All these are the phase non-specific agents. The third class is the drugs which are specifically effective against proliferating cells, but they are not phase specific. Example, fluorouracil, cyclophosphamide and actinomycin. So this is the classification which is based on the site of action. Now the chemical classification. In the chemical classification, the first and the important class of antineoplastic agents are the alkylating agents, and these alkylating agents are also subclassified, and the first subclassification is nitrogen mustards, and the example of drug is mechlorethamine, cyclophosphamide, ifosfamide, melphalan and chlorambucil, and these are the various structures for this category of the drug, that is the nitrogen mustards. The second subclassification is ethylenimines, and the example of drugs is thiotepa, hexamethylamine, and the next subclassification is alkyl sulfonate, and the drug is busulfan. This is the structure for thiotepa. This is the structure for busulfan. The next subclass is nitrosourea, and the example of drug is carmastine, lomistine and streptozotocin, and these are the structures for carmastine, lomistine and streptozotocin. The next subclassification for alkylating agents is triazenes, and the example of drug is procarbazine. This is the structure for procarbazine. Dacarbazine, this is the structure, and the temozolomide, and this is the structure for temozolomide. So these are the alkylating agents and the subclassification. The next chemical classification is antimetabolites, and this is also subclassified into three parts. The first is the pyrimidine analogues, in which the example of drug is 5-fluorouracil, cytarabine, etc. and these are the structures of the drugs. The second subclassification is purine analogues, and the drugs are the 6-mercaptopurine, 6-thioguanine, azathioprine, etc. and all these are the azathioprine, and all these are the structures of the drug for purine analogues. The third is the folic acid analogues, and the drug is the methotrexate and pemetrexed, and these are the structures. Now the next chemical classification is anti-cancer antibiotics, and the examples are actinomycin D, bleomycin, mitomycin, anthracyclines and streptozotocin, etc. The next chemical classification is plant products, and the example of drugs are the vincristine, vinblastine, podophyllitoxin, etoposide, etc. And all these are the structures of the plant products. Now the next and important category is platinum coordination complexes, and the drugs are the cisplatin, carboplatin and oxaliplatin, and all these are the structures for different platinum coordination complexes. So this is a short introduction to the cancer and the cell cycle along with the classification of antineoplastic drugs. In our next video, we will discuss about the alkylating agents, its mechanism of action and the structure-activity relationship. Thank you for your time.